Hello, hello! I hope you're having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about something that is near and dear to my heart, personal branding. We're going to talk about your brand, who you're speaking to, why you want to speak to them, and really just get clarity so that you can do it with confidence. I have found that confidence and intention really allow me to be used. And I really want that for my personal brand. I don't know about you, but to be of use to someone is such an amazing way to connect with them. And then, we're able to go deeper. But even when you think about building relationships, when you think about making a friend or wanting to be friends with someone, it's so much easier to come to them and say do you need help with that box? Or how are you? Or, lead with curiosity than it is to be do you want to be my friend? Right? That's a little creepy. So when it comes to your personal brand, we want to come forward with it with curiosity. We want to come into it from a place of serving and wanting to really connect with people. And then we stay in that curiosity and testing and creating. And through that consistently, you are going to be able to build such an amazing brand. I'm going to take you through some questions and prompts that are going to allow you to get more clear so you can move forward with your personal brand. And I'm really excited for you because when you have the clarity of purpose, confidence comes, intention will follow, and you can truly be used, which is the best feeling ever. I do want to say you should have boundaries when it comes to your personal brand. Make sure you understand what you want to talk about, what you don't want to talk about. We don't need to ride waves of vulnerability to being known while rejecting our needs to receive attention, etc. So know that your personal brand is on your terms, and the things that you feel God's put in your heart to share and the people that you feel brokenhearted for, when we're able to find that place in that intersection, magic happens as long as you are honoring you, and again, you are helping and you are being used in that way and making someone else's life better. With that mindset, let's get into the prompts. I have my handy dandy notes. I'm so excited, and I'm going to ask you your first question. Where are you craving showing up in what you're creating? So this could be within your business, if you want to be a creator, a content creator, if you want to be an influencer, if you want to scale out something specifically. There's so many solutions that you can bring to the world. So what specifically are you craving to create? Number 2 is different because it's asking, where are you craving to show up as a personal brand? So what would that look like? And there are many interpretations for this. If you're I want to show people through long form content that they are able to organize their classroom, because I was a teacher in the first few years, I was so confused, and then I mastered it, and I never want someone to feel like I felt again. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, great. We should do that on YouTube, right? And maybe we make an Instagram when we talk about it too. Clarity comes when we make decisions. So we know what we're creating from number 1, what we're craving to create. Number 2, what are you wanting to do with your personal brand? How are you wanting to help someone? What would that look like? I want you to pause this video, think through that, write it down, and you're gonna feel a lot better. Okay, number 3. So I told you the difference between creating something, right, and then your personal brand, right? They're 2 different cravings, whether they feel like it or not. How are they different? That is question number 3. How are they different? I'm going to give you a specific example here. So for me, I was talking about being a teacher and wanting to create long form content so that others could feel empowered and clear as they are navigating setting up a classroom, right? So if I want to create something, right, from question 1, I want to create long form content, like I said, and I want to be able to create guides that are going to help people, things they can print out, they can put throughout their classroom. I want to write a children's book and a guide that goes with it for teachers. So those are the things that are in my mind. And then I know for my personal brand, gosh, I love long form content, I love video, so YouTube feels really great for me. And maybe even a course here or there, right? There's a differentiation, but again, there's clarity in both of them. So wherever yours is, wherever it landed, I want you to, on number 3, differentiate how they're different. Well, I want my business to make money and be printable, and I want my personal brand, I want to be able to make someone feel comfortable and encouraged, but I also want them to be able to get free information and know that they're not alone as they're solving the problems that they're having, right? Just get clear on the difference between both of those. For number 3, this is my disclaimer, a lot of people don't realize there is a difference. And so the reason I put that question there is because if you fail to differentiate between the business or the thing you're creating and your personal brand, then your identity and your action will come together. And there is no way to stay clear long term when there isn't differentiation. I have walked through this personally. I have coached truly so many women through this. So I want you to start, or at least like regroup wherever you are in your journey, with understanding there is something you are creating that is a solution for others, and there is your personal brand. And they are different, but they work together. Let's go into number 4. Okay, number 4 is creating your golden circle. So your golden circle is the people you really look up to when it comes to personal brands or something they've created. So for me, I have like a long list of a golden circle. You can have like 3 to 5 people in yours. My 2 main people in my golden circle are Sarah Blakely. She created Spanx. I love her. I love how she used patented underwear that would have been, 2 decades ago, a moot point. Nobody wanted to talk about that, was like completely silent. No women wanted to ever talk about it, right? Into something that was empowering and like, hey, wear white pants without panty lines and feel amazing about yourself because you're beautiful as you are. That was so cool to me. So I just love how she created that, right? And then personal brand wise, I actually can't remember her last name, but there's this girl named Lydia. I can never remember her last name, but she's English. And I watch her YouTube videos and I feel like I live on the English countryside, that I am her friend, and that I am a better person. And so those are 2 people in my golden circle because one, I want people to feel like that when they watch my videos and when they see into my life. I love the charm that her videos have, but I love like the way she sees the world and the way that she talks about it. And then I love the way that Sarah Blakely has created things. Those 2 women have very little in common, but they get to be in my golden circle because I look to different things that they share with the world, and I see pieces and parts of them that I see in myself, and I hope that I'm able to express into the world in my own unique way. Your golden circle is going to be the same for you. So you can have between 3 and 5 people specifically, and you're going to put down people, and you can differentiate who have created something you love or have personal brands that you really love to consume or look up to. Once you write their name down, obviously just write down whether you want to have a business or creation like them or a personal brand like them and why. My golden circle, like I said, is so random on paper, but then when you actually like watch all of them, they care deeply about people and they love creating solutions and they love telling stories so that people feel empowered. See who you're attracted to, and also keep in mind there are some people that are extremely entertaining that you might not want to be like. If you like to watch the Kardashians and you enjoy following them, if you put them in your golden circle, make sure you want to be like them, right? Or are they just really entertaining? Or do you want to be entertaining and you love the way that they show up, right? Really think through who you write down because there is a deep embedded why that tells you something about what you want to create within that. Okay, number 5. So you're going to write your I help statement. You help who, right? That's like the whole point of creating anything, helping someone, if you want it to work, right? If you create something that's completely about you all the time, most people don't care when it comes down to it, right? Like reality TV has an expiration date. It is entertaining, but you might not want to be an entertainer unless you do. And if that's the case, that's amazing. Study it hard because it works. If you're wanting to create something, if you're wanting to help people, you're going to go about it a different way than just entertaining them, right? And I would also argue entertaining people makes them laugh and brings joy and brings perspective and creates a place, where you can build connections with people and talk through like similar things, thoughts, etc. So again, there's parts to that too, but your I help statement specifically states how you help someone. So you literally start it with I help X. Who does your heart literally break and burn for? If you like saw someone doing something and you were like, oh my gosh, please don't do that because blah 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 blah, this is what I learned, or yes, oh my gosh, so good, do it this way and save yourself 7 to 3 years of pain, right? Like what is the thing where you're like, I want to help this person so badly, I want to do this for the world. Write that down and get it clear. And I would say one sentence. maybe 2 if you can't get it succinct. But the more clear you can get it, the more specific you can get it, the more you're going to thrive. Number 6 is, what is your mission? So your I help statement and your mission are different, because your I help is making a statement of like, I want to do this for someone. I want to do this for the world. I want to create this for the world. Your mission is specifically how you're going to do it. So I'm on a mission to X. If you need more specifics on how to build out a mission statement and you want direction, Google it. Literally the first hit on Google is very clear, and it has, you know, this and this equals mission statement. For me, it just flew quite easily out. Everyone just is a little bit different, but like, what's your mission? Don't overthink it. I really want to help this person do this, right? So there's a 2-parter for number 7. So 1, what is your story? What is the story that set you up to care to help? If we go back to the teacher example, the story I said was, oh my gosh, when I started teaching, I was so overwhelmed. I didn't know how to set up my classroom. I didn't understand what people were saying. There were so many things going on. The kids needed so much, but I didn't have the things at my disposal, and I didn't even know where to start. So then I created systems, and now I feel confident, and I want to help someone else do that, right? That first part is the story. And your story might be 1 in 7 or 8 billion, or it might be something that millions of people have felt. Whatever it is, it's your story with its own unique spin and its own unique pieces and parts. And so I want you to just get it down, even if it's a rough draft of like, this thing happened to me and it changed me, and I now want to use that experience to help people. Get that down. And that's going to be the start of your story. The next part is very important. I've actually added this recently, and it is the statistic, right? So you can have a story, or you can have a statistic, or you can have both. And I found that the people who utilize both have a very compelling energy behind them, and like, behind them that feels like it ignites other people very naturally, right? So some people are natural storytellers and it just flows off their tongue. Some other people love a statistic and love to be able to say, actually, cold hard facts say X, Y, and Z, and that broke my heart, and so I'm here to fix it. If you actually sit down and poll your audience, you will probably have people who are attracted to a story or a statistic. So think through a statistic, find a statistic that has to do with the people you're helping. I did this actually for the Bloom Society as I was building it, and in the copy on my website, it's so funny, I was like, oh my gosh, I have so many statistics here that I physically can't fit them all, because I realized, oh my gosh, the need for what I've created is so vast and so real and wide and proven, and everyone needs to know, right? And I put that in there because I found it interesting, but then I actually had people come to me during coaching calls and say, I actually don't care about what I create as much, because I read your mission statement on your website and I saw the statistics, and there's no way that people need me as much as they need you. And I was like, that's not true at all. I found that energy, and I found that story, and I found those statistics, and it made me excited. And I showed them, when you get your story down and when you get your statistics down, there's just this undeniable like wildfire that can spread to other people, to your audience. Just know that it's really powerful and it's available for everyone, no matter what your heart burns and is broken for. Number 7 is just reviewing and really allowing yourself to get massively clear on this. So there are so many gurus out there that are going to teach you how to create content pillars or how to structure the content sequences that go out on different platforms. And I love all of that, and I do all of that within my agency, but that's not what this video is about. It's about the why. It's about getting that clarity. And so I just want you to be able to reflect on that clarity, because the way that you're going to turn this journey into a marathon that is productive and really does change lives and is something that others use is by being massively clear on the answers that you answered to these questions. And I want you to feel empowered by that. And one thing that's really cool, I have 9 years under my belt now, the answers evolve. Just as you evolve, just as your businesses evolve, just as your life evolves, just as your family evolves, and it just gets more beautiful and more complicated and more nuanced. And so I just want you to know, wherever you are in your journey, if you are like 14 years old watching this, or if you are 45 at step 1 of just dreaming, this makes it real. And no matter what level you get to, you will revisit these decisions, you will revisit these missions, you will revisit these pieces and parts, and you will see parts of yourself and your heart that are like frozen in time that have spurred you on, and you will still identify with it, and it will literally just get better. So get clear on this, and then from there, go market, of course. Just know that I really believe in you. I really mean that. And I just need you to believe in yourself. So here's to your personal brand. I hope that this brought you so much clarity. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I would love to answer them. I really mean that. And I just want you to know my personal brand has changed my life. My businesses literally flow from my personal brand. They feel like my little babies, right? I think this brand is imperfect and it's only a piece and part of me, but it matters and it's changed people's lives. And that's not because I'm special. It's just because I did this. So do this. Get clear and understand that like the Lord wants to use you and he wants to use your voice, and he showed you this video with purpose. So lean into that purpose and make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next video to keep learning with you.